Divine Spirit and gracious Creator, we are all here to open ourselves up unconditionally to your divine assistance and continued direction. As well as receiving your healing and guidance, we are fully open and ready to receive and notice signs and blessings. We are truly grateful and thank you. Amen. Please settle your minds and focus on your crown chakra. And when you are ready, open it for Spirit to supply you with its source of energy. As it enters your crown chakra, allow it to rebalance all your chakras, starting with the crown chakra, moving on to the brow chakra, down to the throat chakra, and then on to the heart chakra. Carry on working its way down to the solar plexus chakra, and further down to the sacral chakra, and then down to the root chakra. Allow the spirit energy source to visit all your minor chakras to maximize our potential in this circle. Let the energy settle in your body, and when you are ready, move your focus back to your heart chakra and start linking with all other members of this circle unconditionally. Set your intentions on the task we agreed, please, to maximize our ability to make the links to spirit that we need to achieve. We have come together on the earth plane with the purpose of receiving answers to our questions from our spirit guides and advisors that are happy to link with us. I would like to start by introducing members of our circle here tonight. My name is Neil, and with me today is Pam, Claire, another Claire, and Adrian. I would like to welcome all members of the Spirit Circle and thank you for believing in us. As we try to lift our energy levels sufficiently to enable you to bridge and make contact through our mediums, we are focusing on offering you the opportunity to link through us. Please link directly through your choice of medium. And if you are happy to link through another medium at the same time as another soul from Spirit does, please do so. Where possible, we respectfully appreciate confirmation that we have achieved a successful link through either sense of doing so, or even more grateful to hear the spoken word itself. As we try to lift our energy levels in our own circle and with the help of our own guides and others in spirit, we look forward to making the connection to the spirit circle. When we have achieved that, could you confirm when you are ready for questions to be put to you, please?
Please settle your minds. Your hearts are as one. We are blending the energies. Archangel Ariel shall be observing this evening and watching over you all
Can
Please rest,
everyone, sorry, Spirit, you go first.
please be rest assured that your thoughts at this moment are being heard. Please do not let fear get in your way. Be calm.
Gordia has told Claire to say, can everyone relax as you receive the healing needed from Spirit?
Much healing of the heart is needed this evening. Certain individuals feel lost. We are here to help you. Remember, we are always here. We will always listen. Please trust in Spirit and trust yourself. Thank you.
Another message, please don't fret over junctions in your lives.
Your guides have been assigned to you. They will stand by your side. Please speak if you wish to. Don't hold back. We shall be watching. We are here for you.
A piece of advice from Spirit, time is malleable. Don't worry about it running out, not being sufficient.
Hello, my name is Rini.
Welcome, Rini. Thank you for coming through to talk to us.
I am very grateful to be able to come through tonight.
Is this your first time with us?
It is, yes.
Okay, thank you. Hopefully it will be a good experience for you as much as us.
I'm sure it will.
Okay. Is that okay if I jump into some of the questions?
Yes, I will give it my best shot.
Okay, thank you. That's all we can ask. Have you had a life in a human vessel on the Earth plane or even another planet? And if so, when did you last experience that life and what did you feel you achieved through that experience?
My last life was in a place which you would now call Sardinia, but it was not called that then. I had 4 beautiful daughters. I lost my husband not long after my last daughter was born. These were quite hard.
Was that many centuries ago, Rini?
Yes, it is hard to see. The calendars were not once what they are now.
No. How did other humans how did other humans help you at the time, particularly when you lost your husband?
I was very fortunate. My sister was married and she had some sons, and we worked the farm together. We mainly grew barley and grain. And we all worked together. My daughters got married and had children of their own. I was lucky to meet 2 wonderful grandsons. My
Did you develop
advice,
a strong bond with those grandchildren?
I didn't get to spend too long with them.
Okay.
They was about 3 and 4 years old when I passed. It was my
Okay.
turn. But what I took from it was even the adversity of hard times, family and friends will help you through.
Did you become a stronger soul because of the adversity?
Yes, we still had some hardships. There were some illnesses. We managed to get away with little tragedy in those times. We managed to stay away from plagues, you would call them.
Yeah.
We did have loss, but nothing that was too close to home. But we helped where we could.
When you observe how we live our lives currently on the earth plane, what would you highlight as a significant difference in our approach?
The lack of community. People are becoming too self-absorbed. People need to come together. You don't have to live in each other's pockets, but to know your neighbours would be a good thing.
How can we influence others to adopt that as a key principle?
In years gone past, from now, not in my time, people used to come together and people used to watch and learn from others and take examples and look up and learn from others. But now they do not. They judge sometimes or feel it is not the modern way. But you need to take heed and keep those treasures from the past. That also helps you go forward.
So are you suggesting there are many answers in the past that we need to resurrect?
Yes, when it comes to, I suppose the best word would be unconditional love. With one another.
I mean, we know of many reasons why humans act because of their previous life conditioning, but have they or we become a lost cause? Or how close are we to being a lost cause?
I would say it is regional, even on a local level, depending on which country you live and which part. It is very split. Can be split to streets, but some countries are more united than others.
Why does aggression unite people and bring them together more than peaceful activities?
It is because of the energy that surrounds it. Even though it is a negative energy, it feels powerful and strong. And that's what people are drawn to. Or positive things do also have strong energies, but it depends on how the activity it surrounds is perceived.
In our lives, do we get a second or more than one chance to improve in the same life? Or do we have to wait for the next life choice?
You are given more choices than you know. Almost cat-like. There are many times through your lives that maybe something should have happened. And if you all think about it on individual selves, there are times where you may have slipped or fallen, and it could have been worse. You may have been on a vehicle that you have, or in one, that quite a few times you would have said to yourself, that was close. Don't know how we got past that. I know this is an unusual thing to say, especially for you, Neil, for the experience that you had. That took your dear Stella away. But we will go through these. There are several chances that we get through life. It is whether you recognize that something could have happened more deeply. These would feel like a small shock. There would simply be a wake-up call when you experience them.
I can take that, in my situation. As and when things happen, you don't always see the clarity that comes from such a change. So are human beings destined to become less selfish, more tolerant and forgiving? But if the answer is no, what's the point in living a physical life? What's the purpose?
The answer is yes, but it will be in time. It will take time. You are all going through a difficult period through the planet at the moment. Things that have recently happened. things that are happening now. This is one of those times where it is time to learn from what is going on, what is more important, what you need against what you want, and what is necessary. Live your life with love, friendship, compassion. And fun. You must have fun.
Yeah. There's another way of describing it, like a wake-up call.
Yes.
It's hard to justify sometimes because some severe things are happening, but if enough people understand and consider, I'd like to think some positivity can come out of it.
It will. But it will take strength. And for those that normally withhold their tongue, to open up and speak the truth, to become strong.
I sense that is happening, but we're not there yet.
Good things do come to those with patience.
And trouble is, patience gets tested, doesn't it? So
Yes, it is a saying that when somebody is going through lots of experiences where they need patience, the frustration shows. They can't see the wood for the trees. That they just need to
confusion.
open up
Yeah.
and let things be as hard as they may become. Because that is the lesson.
Confusion is a very hard pill to swallow.
It is.
Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
Hello.
Hello,
What's your name, please? Or what name would you like to use?
my name's Albert. You can call me Bert if you
Hello,
want.
Albert. Okay, I'll call you
I've
Bert.
just been
Happy to call you
listening.
Bert.
Been waiting for the lady to finish, but I wanted to say hello.
Okay.
I've been watching for a while, and I thought, well, pop in, if that's all right.
Of course it's all right. You're very welcome.
Thank you, Neil.
Are you happy to take some questions as well, Bert?
Try. I could try, lad. Yeah.
Okay. Are human vessels living too long now? Are we getting so long in the tooth that it's complicating the living environment?
I'd say yes. I mean, I lived to be a good age. I'm 71. That was good, I think, back then. But yeah, they are. They're living a lot longer now.
Maybe you're getting too close for comfort with me because I'm 72.
Young to me, lad.
I don't think I'm a lad to you. Not now.
Young at heart. Young at heart.
Oh, I'll take that. That's fine. Bit of a metaphor. Why do we go up ladders and down snakes?
That's a game, isn't it?
Yeah. But why do they pick ladders to go up and snakes to go down?
Puzzle to me. I don't know.
Put that down to one of Neil's questions. Okay. Is there anything that we can do here for you and those of you in spirit, you know, that we need to be made aware of?
Do what you're doing. Keep talking to us. We're here, you know. We do as much as we can. Just keep doing that. I keep sending lots of healing.
Yeah. What do you enjoy? What do you get from us by making those connections?
Oh, it's a beautiful feeling. All those lovely thoughts of us and our loved ones. It helps.
Sorry,
Sorry.
Albert, but I was about to say, when you think of us and the memories when we was around, the link becomes strong and it triggers us to that very memory itself. Would you say, Albert?
Oh, yes, my dear. Yes.
Thank you. Thank you for saying that. That's a lovely thing to say. That it makes you feel good as well. So that's good.
It is like when you are back there, but at that very moment that you are remembering, it takes us back at that same time.
But isn't life generally the purpose to move us forward, including you in spirit?
Absolutely. Sorry, Neil.
Don't be sorry. Just be yourself. That's what we like.
Just so happy to be here.
That's good. I think it's wonderful when we're allowed to see the different personalities that, you know, talk to us.
I get a bit emotional, lad. I think my missus still here.
When were you last here, Bert? You know, how long ago was it? And
Not long.
how did you live? How did you live your life?
I was a trader on the markets.
Okay. Where was that, Bert?
In the South End.
Okay. Did the pier
Missus and my
exist?
4
Did
kids.
all right. Did the pier exist then?
Yeah. Good old days.
Good old hard days.
Oh, yeah. Half guard grafting.
Yeah.
You know it. Mm. Mm.
Can we focus on a flame without lighting a candle?
Yeah. Concentrate enough. You put that energy. Yeah, it can be done. We watch you do it.
Yeah.
Amazing thing to watch you all.
Why do some souls have to pass over before the others they leave behind realize what they did for them on the earth plane life? Many people don't seem to realize
Their
the
path.
support. Pardon?
Mm. It's a hard one, isn't it? Don't upset people with what you answer.
Sometimes we have to be given tough love, don't we?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. What I want to say, I have to be careful. They're watching and listening. Hmm. I'm just listening a minute. One moment.
Okay.
We all have our set paths. It's a hard one. Sorry, Neil, get a bit upset.
Please don't get upset.
I think people think we don't get upset here, but we do. We do. I'm an
Is that
emotional man. Sorry.
I would never be sorry for emotion. When you haven't got emotion, I think it's a problem. But is that a reason sometimes when some spirit can't come through to their loved ones because it makes them too upset?
Oh, it does. Oh, goodness, yes. Oh, it does. They need time. They don't want to upset you lot. Oh, no. No. Takes some of us many a year. And our loved ones think we don't think of them or want to talk to them. Of course we do. Healing is needed first. Of course we love you all. And goodness, oh, it's sad, isn't it? Oh, it's a hard one.
Explain how healing works then, Albert, and is it dependent upon a recipient's positivity to receive it?
You've got to be in the right mind, yes, the right frame of mind. You've got to be open. You've got to welcome spirit in many ways. And trust is a very important thing. Yes.
Is it a bit like team effort that, I can ask for healing for people. I ask spirit for healing for other people. you make the connection,
I was gonna say,
but the
join
recipients got to sort of allow it in and take it positively.
joint effort, joint energy, all
Okay.
the above. Oh yes. Yes.
As a human soul, Bert, why do we get tempted as we do? And as there are as many winners as losers in our lives.
Temptations, interesting one. It'd be good if there were more winners, eh? um, just the way of life is. You have to go through these things. Yeah, many temptations in the way, if you know what I mean. But yeah, you're right. There's always going to be losers. Sorry. Probably not answering it as you want, Neil. Sorry.
No, that's fine. I just wanted an answer. You give me an answer. It's a reality, I think. You know, I don't tend to analyze it, but anyway. Even though offense can be taken, Bert, is swearing ever justified?
I think so. I'll get told off, but I think so. I could swear like a trooper. Get told off now, though.
So do you still swear in spirit then?
Only in my mind.
Okay.
Get told off now.
But presumably your spirit friends can see you swearing in your mind.
Yeah, if you leave me to it.
Can you block it? Can you block it out if you need to?
Oh yeah, if you work hard enough. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Get away with a few things.
But does that take extra energy to do that?
Oh yeah, a lot of energy. Mm. Yeah.
So isn't it better not to swear then? So you've got more energy to use in a positive fashion.
I'm learning.
I like your honesty. I like your honesty.
Mm.
Here we go then. I'll try this one. What is the reason for sun setting and rising? We're told there's a reason for everything, purpose for everything.
Is Rini still there?
Pardon, Rini? Are you still there, Rini?
Would you like to answer that one?
Yes, this is to help with how things grow. On the planet, it is also to help realize that there are days. I know that some places on the planet, they have very long days, or indeed, some of their days can be months, but there has to be dark as there has to be light. Things need to repair and grow. Some of your most beautiful animals will come out in the dark, and also in the depths of the sea, there is still life at the dark. It is all part of the life circle In spirit, we do not have your sunset and sunrise, unless we wish to see it ourselves, depending on where we are or what we're doing. But as we do not have your time clocks, we do not necessarily need it. But it is also there to, if you can get to see a beautiful sunrise or sunset, to bring happiness at that time.
Does it bring you happiness when you recreate that feeling, Rini, in spirit?
Yes, because it's a transition between two things.
Okay. What do you miss, Rini, from your life on the airplane? What comes to mind first?
There are many things.
Try me with 3.
I would say the physicality, to be able to feel the earth under your feet, to smell flowers, to physically touch another. In spirit, we can connect, but it is not the same. It is deep when we connect in spirit with each other, but when you live a physical life, there are many ways that the feeling of being hot, cold, things rough, smooth. There are many things we take for granted in a human life or a physical life. Wouldn't you say, Bert?
Nicely put. Got me reminiscing there.
But what top 3 things would come to mind for you, Bert?
Mine was the closeness too,
Yeah.
hugging my wife. Oh yes. Oh yes. And the children. That's my biggest one. Makes me sad.
Presumably you can see them now though, Bert, is that right?
Oh yes, of course, but they can't hear me. I want them to hear me. No, I'm there.
Are you sure they don't know you're there?
The lad might. Give him time. It's not been long. Give him time.
I mean, initially, a lot of people have trouble because their belief doesn't allow them to, but a lot of people are dropping their guard and opening their minds more now.
More need to believe. All in good time.
What things in spirit do you think we should be doing for you?
Do many already. Can't think of anything else. I feel that you do enough. But maybe I've got much to learn. What do you think, Reenie girl?
I feel the same. It is very difficult because those of you that can connect, hear us, talk to us, there is nothing more that you can do other than try to awaken those that are not yet woken, to show them the path. To awaken their gifts.
Yeah.
Nicely put.
But this is what you are all here to do, especially in this group.
Lovely people you are, you really are. Brilliant energy. Such loving souls you are. Be proud of yourselves. I think I'm going to have to love you and leave you, Neil.
All right, Bert. Lovely talking to you.
Thank you. Good night, everybody.
Good night, Bert.
Good night, Reenie.
Thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you.
You
He's a
okay to
lovely
carry
spirit.
it? Yeah. He's a happy soul in many ways, although he said he's sad, but he's happy.
It was nice of him to come through tonight.
You happy for me to carry on with questions, Rini?
Yes, I am. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. When animal species become extinct, does that mean they've reached or achieved what they were designed to do? Or is it down to abuse, whether ignorantly or not, by human beings?
Yes, I think you've answered that, Neil. They have come to an end, but nothing is really meant to have an end. Their time is when it's their time, but maybe
Okay.
not by the hand that has led it to that time.
Yeah, okay. Where does an animal species stop being a food source, though, and evolve into something else? Yeah. Can you give me any example of that to sort of illustrate your opinion?
To be honest, everything is a food source on Earth.
Okay.
As a human, you are seen, or you see yourselves as the top of the food chain. But without all the protection that you now have, you was also part of the food chain many centuries ago. A lion, a tiger, crocodile, alligator would not give a second thought to eating a human.
Yeah.
It is only the way you have evolved in your in your brains.
I read something recently, really, but is there really any point for our scientists to freeze samples of animal DNA from endangered species threatened with extinction? You know, they're doing that to be able to recreate and clone in the future. But shouldn't that just be a decision taken by our creator? Or is it another valid process for continued evolution?
It is a
Hope that's
valid
sort of-
process, yes, but to bring back something that once was, in the way that the world is evolving, it would not survive.
Yeah.
It could only survive back then because there was less of you. As the humans take over the world, there is less room for some of these species. They have also lost their food source themselves.
Yeah.
Because the other species would have taken over their territories and their places that they would live. So they would not be able to survive. All it would do was create another extinct species somewhere along the line, if not if it couldn't survive itself. It is nice
Is
to
it the
reminisce and
human?
recreate, but
Yeah.
it is the past. Can only learn from the past. Do not necessarily need to bring the past into the now.
Is it the destiny of a human vessel to take over the earth?
I would say yes. I'm not the creator,
Okay.
but as how things have evolved, that must have been the way that on each planet there is a dominant species.
Okay.
But as you've seen, these species do come to an end or evolve
Yeah.
again.
They seem to, don't they? They seem to rise, develop, then negativity kicks in and it starts again. It's another cycle. Have you ever had a life on a physical life on a planet, another planet, meaning?
Yes. Before I started my Earth lives.
How would you compare the differences in lifestyle?
You are taking me back a very long time, you.
Okay.
In the basics are the same. There is life, you live it, you pass on, which is what's done in between that makes the difference. As another species, the rules are different, the life is different. In one of my lives, one life would live 3 of your centuries. But sometimes this is too long. To live that long in a vessel, you can only learn so much. So I saw it that I would try to find another life form that I could learn from. where it could have a different experience more times.
Okay. Is that a valid reason why many spirits might choose a life on the earth plane rather than their other options?
Yes, because you could also not take a life to live and live in spirit.
Okay.
But this would feel like possibly one long day. When you have a long day and you wish it would move
Yeah.
to the next.
Does it ever feel like living in limbo?
It can do sometimes if you make the wrong choice.
Yeah. Okay.
But in a whole, it doesn't. No.
Okay.
But then this is why we do it. To figure out what we like, what we don't like, what suits us best. Choices. Difference
Is
of
that another?
opinions.
Yeah. Is that another reason for a life then, to try and work through your choices and find out what suits you?
Yes, this is what we talk about growth.
Okay.
But never regret a choice. Just take it as a lesson that maybe didn't go where you would have liked it. But you definitely will have learned something from it.
Yeah. I can take that. Yeah. I'm lucky because I tend to say never look back. Keep moving forward. But not everyone can live their life like that. They're so wrapped up with previous issues.
It is a very good lesson if you can do that. Very good. If you can just take bits from the past, have a little reminisce, but do not stay there
Yeah.
and move forward.
Is there any specific advice you would like to give any of us, or general?
I am asking the group. I say the group, you know it is
Yeah.
quite big. Ethos would like to say big thank you to you all. Keep up the positive vibes. And for keeping the group fluid. Is what he said to me.
Thank
It is
you.
always a constant change, but it blends so well. It's never rigid. You always let people come and go. It is a true family in many senses of the word. For those of you in your earth lives, please remember just to take things one step at a time. If you take a big bite, it's harder to chew and takes longer. You then might try to rush it and not taste something that you bit off too big. Take things small, begin to taste it and enjoy it. And the time is what you make it. I hope that resonates for one or two of you. And for some of you, please remember to rest.
I'm
Your
sure
bodies
it does
tell you.
Yeah, I'm sure it does resonate, Renee. So thank you.
You are all going through the change. There are a lot of spiritual activities going on to help you with your gifts and your connections. You might find them a little bit challenging, but please bear with them. And on that note, I'd like to say how grateful I am for you letting me join you this evening.
It was a pleasure to talk to you, Renee.
Our love to you all, as you all know. And we are always there for you.
Take our love back to spirit with, please, and everyone in circle.
I will. Please have a good few days until we all meet again. Thank you.
We'll be there. Thank you. Time for us now to finish today's question and answer session. We would like to thank Spirit for being here to guide us and working directly with us. That includes our personal guides and for all the additional advisors that have joined us here today to give us the benefit of their wisdom. Thank you so much for your continued support, which we all fully appreciate and value. We do look forward to linking up again with you next time. Before we close the link, we hope you don't mind us spending a few minutes of our time exploring our personal direct links with Spirit. 2 to 3 minutes until I call you back into the room, everyone. Time now to refocus on your crown chakras, please. And as and when you have, close it down to break your link with Spirit. Move any residual energy you don't need down from your crown chakra to your brow chakra, onto your throat chakra, and then to your heart chakra. Further down to your solar plexus chakra, onto your sacral chakra, and then to your root chakra. Allow this surplus energy to move down through your legs and body to your feet and ground yourself on Mother Earth, please. When you are sufficiently grounded and in your own time, gently and slowly bring your attention back into the room.